Hello everyone. So there is a reason that I say that Infosys is an all-weather stock, which means that whether it's a bull market, a bear market, or even a consolidation phase going on in the market, there is never a bad time to invest in this stock, and that is irrespective of the price that it is at. Now, I will come to why I am making such a statement, but here is a disclaimer for you. The only condition for that is that you should have a long-term view on this stock. And when I say long term, I don't mean a couple of weeks or a couple of months, not even 1 or 2 years. At least 3 to 4 years, just allow this stock time to grow your wealth, and you don't even need to have faith in what I am saying. Just have faith in the management of Infosys to multiply your wealth. So let us now take a look at why I am making such a statement. So here is a 5-year chart for you where I'm going to tell you how the performance of the business has looked like. So if you looked at the top line, which is the revenue that the company is making over the past 5 years, in FY17 they made 68,000 crores, and on a year-on-year basis this number is only going up. Now, one thing that you need to note here is in FY21, which was a year that was affected by COVID, the revenue still went up compared to the previous year, and that is something very few businesses have been able to achieve, and Infosys has been among them. Now the top line looks okay. Let us now take a look at the bottom line, which we call as the profit. Again, from FY17 to FY21, there has been an upside in the profit that the company is making from 14,000 crores in FY17 to 19,000 crores in FY21. The point remains similar here. The last year, which was affected by COVID, Infosys has been able to increase their top line, which is their revenue, and their profit as well. So that's a healthy sign. Now, it's not easy for any business to give this kind of a performance over a period of 5 years, and that too on a year-on-year basis. Just try to visualize a business where the income is constantly increasing. That means they have ample sources of revenue, and that is not coming at the cost of incurring additional expenditure, which means that their profit is also going up on a year-on-year basis. A very healthy sign for this stock. Let us now take a look at the dividend that this stock gives. And let me also tell you that Infosys has never missed giving dividend to its investors for the past 20 years. Which means for the past 20 years, every year they are giving dividend to its investors. Again, a very, very good sign for a stable firm. But let us now look at the 5-year performance in terms of dividends. FY17 it was 13 rupees a share, and FY21 it has doubled to 27 rupees. The larger point here is year on year the dividend is also more or less on an upside, which means that the profit is increasing and Infosys management is trying to give a part of that profit in the form of dividend to its investors. Now let us take a look at the number of clients that they have. Now Infosys is a service-based company, which means that more the number of clients, more will be the revenue. Now if you look at the number of clients on a quarter-on-quarter basis, they had 1458 clients in Q1 FY21, which is now jumped to 1659 in Q1 FY22. Let me also again bring to your notice, Q1 FY21 and Q1 FY22 were 2 quarters that were affected by COVID. And look at the kind of growth in terms of the new clients that Infosys is acquiring. Now let me show you my favorite chart among all the charts that I showed you. This will give you an analysis of return on equity and return on capital employed. Now, return on equity is the profit divided by the shareholders' equity, which means what is the amount of profit that the firm is generating on the shareholders' money that has been put in the stock. Now, this is something that is reflected in the blue column chart. So it has jumped from 22% in FY17 to 27.3 in FY21. The point here to notice, on a year-on-year basis, it's continuously increasing. Now let us talk about return on capital employed. Again, healthy sign, year-on-year growth from 22% in FY17 to 25.2 in FY21. Now, I will also make a separate video on this, but for me, return on equity and return on capital employed are probably the 2 most important financial metrics to understand how the business, how the company is performing. Alright, so this was the historical performance of Infosys. For the past 20-25 years, it has delivered stellar performance and a lot of wealth has been generated for its shareholders. So if you're a long-term investor, if you're investor who has a view of at least 4 to 5 years, then Infosys is a stock that you can definitely bet on. Alright, thanks for watching the video. For more of such content, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.